April's rolled around again, and there's something about the warmer days and budding trees that just feels like a fresh start. For a lot of us, it's also when those Social Security payments hit, helping cover everything from groceries to utility bills. Knowing exactly when that money's coming can take a load off your mind, whether you're juggling expenses or just making sure everything's on track. But this month isn't just about the usual routine. There's a lot shaking up in the Social Security world, some of it good, some of it not so much. Big changes are kicking in, and they could affect what lands in your account. Let's walk through the payment dates for April 2025 first, then dig into what's shifting, how it might touch your life, and what you can do to stay ahead of it all. If you're on Supplemental Security Income, or SSI, your payment's coming right at the start, Tuesday, April 1st. No holidays or weekends to mess with it this time, so it's right on schedule, no early drop like we saw in March. Now, if you're getting both SSI and regular Social Security, or if your benefits kicked off before May 1997, mark Thursday, April 3rd on your calendar. That's when your deposit's due. For everyone else, it depends on your birthday. Born between the 1st and 10th, you'll see your money on Wednesday, April 9th. If your birthday's from the 11th to 20th, it's Wednesday, April 16th. And if you were born between the 21st and 31st, expect it on Wednesday, April 23rd. Direct deposit folks usually see the cash pop up early in the day, but if you're waiting on a paper check, give it a few extra days depending on how fast the mail runs where you are. It's always smart to peek at your account or statements anyway. Mistakes happen, and spotting them early can save you a headache. Now, let's talk about what's really stirring things up this month, because some of these changes could mean more money or more hassle, depending on who you are. One of the biggest wins is something called the Social Security Fairness Act, which just started making a difference. For years, over 3 million public workers, like teachers, firefighters, and cops, got hit with rules that slashed their benefits if they had pensions from jobs that didn't pay into Social Security. Those rules, known as the Windfall Elimination Provision and Government Pension Offset, are gone now. The fix goes back to January 2024, and already, $7.5 billion in back payments has gone out to over 1 million people. On average, that's about $6,700 per person, and some are even seeing their monthly checks jump by more than $1,000 starting this April. If you're one of those retirees, keep an eye on your deposit. It might look a lot healthier this month. But not everything's rosy. As of a few days ago, the Social Security Administration flipped the switch back on a tough policy about overpayments. If they think you got too much money, maybe because of a glitch or late income updates, they can now hold back your entire monthly benefit until it's paid off. That's a huge leap from the pandemic days when they only took 10% to keep things manageable. It's a move that's got a lot of folks worried, especially if you're living check to check. Then there's the new identity verification setup. Since March 31st, you can't call in to prove who you are or change your bank info anymore. You've got to log into your My Social Security account, complete with extra security steps, and then show up at an office in person. It's supposed to stop fraud after scammers siphoned off millions, but if you're not tech-savvy or can't easily get to an office, it's a real hurdle. Even kids on benefits are struggling to set up accounts online. Making matters trickier, the agency's stretched thin. They're at their lowest staffing in 50 years, and over 40 field offices are shutting down as part of a big overhaul. Phone wait times are creeping past 2 hours, and in some places, you can't get an in-person appointment for over a month. They're promising faster direct deposit updates, down to 1 day from 30, but that's only helpful if you can navigate the system to begin with. Some insiders are sounding the alarm, saying budget cuts and staff shortages could push Social Security to the brink in the next few years. There's even talk that this shakeup might be a step toward privatization, which could chip away at the safety net millions count on. It's a lot to take in, and it's got people asking what's next. Here's the thing. Staying on top of this is more important than ever. If you've been affected by those old pension rules, this could be a turning point. Check your payment and see if you're due that boost. But if you're caught up in an overpayment mess or locked out by the new verification rules, you might need to dig in and fight for what's yours. Groups out there, like local advocates or financial pros who know Social Security inside out, can be a lifeline. Keeping tabs on what lawmakers are up to and chatting with others in the same boat can also give you a leg up, maybe even help shape what happens down the road. This isn't just about getting by, it's about making sure your voice gets heard in a system that's changing fast. So, what can you do right now? Take a minute this month to look over your payments. Make sure they match what you expect. If you've gotten a letter about overpayments or anything else, don't let it sit. Read it and act if something's off. Double-check your account details too, especially with all these new rules. If you're running into snags, maybe your payment's different or you can't get through to anyone, drop a note in the comments. Your story might help someone else figure out their own mess. This is a wild time for Social Security, and sticking together, sharing what we know, keeps us all stronger. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll keep you posted as things unfold.